You called and I'm answering. Hey, I'm May. Welcome to mayluxeskincare. If you see my face for the first time, hola. Thanks for clicking on this video. So today I'm gonna be telling you guys more about the White Night Bleaching Oil. I did have a poll, and the first comment that I saw was to talk about the White Night Bleaching Oil. As you can see, it's still at the top because I stopped using it. How do I use this oil? I'm gonna go ahead and explain it to you. And since the last time I spoke to you guys, I've learned a thing or two about this oil. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm May, in case you missed that part. And on this channel, I do skincare, skin line, skin bleaching, whatever you like to call it that makes you feel better, child. That's what I do here. What I have in my hand is called White Night Bleaching Oil. As I said before, this is a trending oil and I was able to get my pores on it. I have used it and the oil is very potent. I made a video about this oil, about how it really lightened my skin. What I did not point out or say in that video was how to effectively use this oil. How did I use it personally? So this oil, you can either mix it in your lotion, you can even mix it in your soap, whatever you can do with it. But in my case, this is what I did. I don't advise it, but it's what I did and it worked for me. I put it directly on my skin. So how did I do that? I did not use it on my skin every day, okay? I used it 3 times a week and I only used it after I exfoliated. So right after I exfoliate, I dry myself. I use my bio oil where I'm supposed to use it. Then I use this White Night Bleaching Oil, I apply it on my skin. And then I go in with my lightening lotion. That is basically, that's how I used it. Now this oil, I stopped using this oil because it was too strong and I started to notice some new stretch marks forming, so I stopped using it. But when I tell you that this oil is strong, it made my skin incredibly light. Like it took me to a very high yellow. Okay, my skin was incredibly light. But then when I saw those signs of a little stretch marks here and there, I stopped using it. Now, who can use this? If you are already very light skin, you can use this directly on your skin. If you are not, mix it in your lotion, and please start with a very small quantity and work your way up. I know a lot of you do not listen, but this is not for a caramel skin. This is not for a caramel skin. Do yourself and your skin a favor if you're caramel skin and don't use this. Please. There are so dropping things. There are so many oils out here that will work for a caramel skin, but you see this White Night Bleaching Oil is not one of them. So please do yourself a favor and stay away from this oil. Now, if you are already, say, 3 shades lighter, you can use it, but you will have to mix it into something. So you will have to mix it into your lotion. All right, mix it into your lotion, you should be good to go. Mix it into your shower gel, but I personally think there's no point mixing it in your shower gel, right? You want it to really be potent and for it to work, so mix it in your lotion. But if you're like super light, you can put it directly on your skin, just like I explained. Now, for very stubborn people who do not listen and they want to put it directly on their skin and they're not at least 4 or 5 shades lighter, let me explain to you what will happen when you use this oil. You're going to get white spots, you're going to get melasma, and you're going to get stretch marks. I think that most times some of these things are lost in translation when people are busy advertising some of these products. That's exactly what's going to happen. That is what you are going to get if you try to use this lotion. Okay, so use it the right way that I told you. If you are a caramel skin, stay away from this lotion, okay? But if you insist that you want to use it, go right ahead. But make sure you tell the truth when something bad happens, right? Make sure you tell the truth that, you know what, I knew I wasn't supposed to use it, but I used it anyway. So pretty much that's all about this. I don't know what's in this thing, but this thing is very potent, okay? And now that this oil is super strong and it's really out there, a lot of people are getting their hands on it. You need to be very careful. Now, there are two different types of bottle for this white. Now, the very first one that came out looked like this. It had a little, I just dropped it a few minutes ago. So it had a little gold looking rhinestone thing on top of it. Those are the first batch that the manufacturer made. Now the second batch that they made looks a little different. This is the new bottle. This is the old one. If I can just make this thing stick to it. But same thing, okay? Same thing. So because there's been cases of a lot of fakes for this oil, now the manufacturer has added a seal to it. Right there, they've added a seal to it, and they've added a number, a scratch code. I'm gonna use this little thing. It's just a little scratch code there, and then you can text the number and find out if this is the original one, because there's been a lot of fakes. So this is what the new one now looks like, the new container. This is what the old container looks like. See the difference? But they're still the same thing, okay? The new one, the red dye is not too red, but this one is like a very deep red, okay? So that is the difference. So if you see that, same thing, do not fret. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please take heed of my advice when it comes to using the white night bleaching oil. This oil is super strong. I'm not just saying that to scare you or to make you rush and buy it. This is real. This oil is very potent. Please be careful with it, else you will ruin your skin. It is one of those oils. If you have a sensitive skin, my advice will be to mix it in your lotions in very small doses. Do not attempt to put this directly on your skin. If you have a sensitive skin, you will have stretch marks, you will have white spot. You're just gonna have a lot of things happening on your skin, and it's not gonna happen right away. You think that it's working, it's gonna show you signs that it's working, and then all of a sudden these things will just come at you out of nowhere. Okay, I hope this helps when you're purchasing the white night oil and how to use it. If you have any more questions, put them in the comments, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.